Lucky Grandma, directed by Sussy Sealy, starring Tsai Ching, Xiao Yun-ha and Michael Toll. Currently has a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 96%. It is about a newly widowed grandmother living in Chinatown, New York, who happens to come across a bag of cash belonging to criminally minded people.
好嘢啦，黃奶奶，唔好俾佢走雞。
Lucky! 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 攻！
黃奶奶，錢在哪兒？
我認識你阿姨的。
When the film opens, we find the protagonist, Grandma, played by Tsai Ching, in a clairvoyance, visiting a clairvoyant, and the clairvoyant says she's going to be lucky on a specific date. The protagonist, Grandma, she's in her 80s. She's recently widowed. She ran a small business with her husband. Her husband didn't leave her much money. She's kind of not a very openly communicative person. She's not a very happy person. So as the film goes on, she decides to go to a casino and try her luck. She takes out all her money out of the bank. She goes to a casino and she wins a lot of money at the casino, but she pushes her luck too often and she ends up losing her money and she ends up with no money at all. So on the way back to her apartment, he's sitting next to somebody who passes away next to her. And this person next to her has a lot of cash in a bag, so she decides to steal this bag of cash. And this bag of cash sets her down a path with many, many different characters and different twists.
我要雇一个保镖。
红龙可不是好惹的。
嗨，
What about him? 老公，
我有点饿了。
一分钱一分货。
奶奶，你欠过他们的钱。
你要 money order 还是现金？
现金。
There are some movies where the movie is just okay, but the main performance of the movie is so good that it elevates the movie from just so-so to worth seeing, and sometimes from just okay to really good. So that the main performance is that good, and there's some movies where the main performance is really good, but the movie is despite the really good performances, the movie is still just so not that good. And this is one of those movies where movie is good, but the main performance really elevates the enjoyment of this movie. And without Tsai Chin's main performance, I probably would not recommend this movie. Tsai Chin, she fully commits herself to the role, both physically and emotionally, and she's almost in every scene of the movie. I think she's in every scene of the movie, and yeah, you really can't. And she's fantastic. There's a lot of there's a lot of little themes in this movie that the movie tackles, even though it's a movie clocks in at 80, 85 minutes, 90 minutes. There's a lot of little themes that the movie tackles, like getting older and looking back at your life and the contrasting between Chinese culture in America and the younger people and Chinese American in America, and it's very they're all tackled very convincingly, and there's a lot of interesting supporting characters in this movie. There's during the movie the grandma decides to hire a bodyguard, and the bodyguard, she ends up with a young, very tall, maybe 7 feet tall Chinese bodyguard. There's a couple of different gangs in the movie, and there's a couple of two kind of henchmen who throughout the movie they chase around grandma from out of home everywhere she goes, and they are entertaining. The main problem I had with this movie was there's, especially in the second half of the movie, there's tonal shifts. It doesn't quite know what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be like a full straight comedy, or it wants to be a serious drama, and especially I don't know, it just doesn't go one way or the other. So it tries to, at one stage it tries to be realistic, but then be funny in the next scene, and then it doesn't go for a straight comedy. Like overall, I give this movie a 3.5 stars out of 5. I definitely would recommend mainly for Sai Jin's main performance. I had some reservations about the tone of the movie, but I definitely think it's worth seeing for Sai Jin's performance. Thanks for watching, guys. If you agree or disagree with any of my comments, please comment below, and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future reviews. See you next time.